Welcome back. I'm Alaina Schwartz. So how do you overcome your fear of failure in business? In this video, I'm going to show you how to overcome your fear of failure so you can be bold and courageous in your action. So stay tuned. I'm going to reveal the one thing that 85% of people are doing that's holding them back from the level of success that they want. Then I'm going to show you how this one simple reframe can turn failure on its head. Next, the one thing that you're doing that's keeping you bogged down in your fear. I'm also going to share a simple tool that will help you dissolve your fear. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to do to stop letting fear hold you back from scaling, thriving, and having the kind of business that you want. So let's dive in. 85% of what people fear never actually come true. The more you focus on that 85%, the greater likelihood that it will. What does that mean? So wherever you put your focus, your energy grows. And what that means is if you're focusing on what could go wrong instead of what could go right, then what we're doing is we're growing more of what could go wrong and creating it more, making it more of a possibility in our life. So many people have the what if mentality. What if this can go wrong? What if that can go wrong? I have a what if up mentality, and that's what I'm encouraging for you. What if this could go right? What if this could happen instead? What if this could come out of that? And you could feel the difference in the energy of how much better it feels. Now you're growing and putting your energy towards what you want to grow rather than what you want to avoid instead. One of the keys to understand about failure is growing up, we haven't learned that failure is okay, right? It's not an acceptable part of life. It means something big about us. We got in a lot of trouble when we were little for failing, for making mistakes, for messing up, right? And this happened at home, it happened in school, it probably happened in religious institutions. It happened basically from adults and how they treat children because they don't understand that failure is actually a part of life. It isn't really failure at all. What it is just data, information, and feedback. That's all it's giving you is data, information, and feedback. And when you can take the feedback and reframe it to understand what it is, oh, this didn't work, so this is what I need to learn to make it work. Oh, this didn't work. What am I doing that needs to shift here so that I can make this work instead, right? When you start doing things like that and understanding that we are meant to grow and expand. The universe is ever expanding in its nature, and we are meant to grow and expand. And when we allow ourselves to learn from our mistakes, right? When we can learn from our mistakes, then we continue to grow and evolve. But if we turn it on ourselves and make us wrong for having not gotten it right the first time, then we have a major issue, because truthfully, there is no right or wrong. There just is. It's only the meaning that we are making out of the experience that's making it right or wrong. The universe just is. It's very neutral. It doesn't have a right or wrong, but we are meaning-making machines, so we are making things right or wrong as a result. So the key is to set tasks around what you want to happen rather than what you don't want to happen. Now, I know when I have consultation calls with potential clients and I ask them what they want, often they're telling me what they don't want instead, right? And so really focusing on what you do want, so you're not moving away from the pain or the discomfort, you're moving to what you want instead is key. Those who focus on what they don't want become 2 times more mentally exhausted and overwhelmed as those who focus on what they do want. That's a lot of energy wasted. And here's the thing, it takes less energy to focus on what you do want than on what you don't want, right? It takes less energy to feel good in your body than to feel crappy. It actually takes less energy, but we're so accustomed to the other way that we haven't been trained how to create feel-good feelings for ourselves by what we're doing. So I put out a lot of content on how to clear limiting beliefs and help you cruise to the success you want to create in your business. So if you're ready to take your business to the next level, then subscribe to this channel so you make sure you stay up to date on the content I offer. And if you find this video valuable, then give it a thumbs up. One of the tips that I have my clients do is do what I call fear journaling. Whatever it is that you're afraid of, journal it all out. Get it down down on paper. I would really recommend writing it out because you use like 10 times more synapses of the brain by writing it out than you do by typing it out. So I would recommend that you write it out. But if you do some fear journaling, write everything that you're afraid of, the worst case scenarios, you'll actually start to see that almost the ridiculous nature of it. The only reason the fear is there in the first place is because you're not wanting the fear there. You're resisting the fear. And what we resist persists. So by shining a light on it, by getting it out in the open, you'll give it less power over you in that process. Also, what is the cost of inaction? Because there is a price to you not taking the action you want. Let's say you want to apply for a speaking gig, or maybe even a TEDx talk, or write a chapter of a book, or even write a whole book. What is the cost of inaction? What is the cost of you not achieving your dreams? What is the cost of not going from it? Because the only thing that's risked as a result of not going for it is actually everything you want. Really, when you think about that, there is such a tremendous cost from not going for it. And so if you go for it and it doesn't work out the way you expected, then you get to iterate and try it again and go, okay, what about this do I need to take that information, feedback, data from, and how do I shift this to make it work better for me the next time? What lessons do I need to learn? What skills maybe do I need to learn so that this can actually work for me? Here's the thing, growth is really uncomfortable. If you could create everything from being in your comfort zone, you would have already created it already. It requires that you step outside of your comfort zone and get comfortable with being uncomfortable. It's just sensation in our bodies that we're unaccustomed to. It's not anything else. All those fears is your ego trying to hold you back and keep you in a pattern, your subconscious mind trying to keep you in a pattern so that you keep repeating the same things over and over, keep you on that hamster wheel, because it knows as long as you keep doing that over and over again, you're going to survive. But if you step out of your comfort zone and you take a risk and you do something different, it doesn't actually know you're going to survive it. So it wants to keep pulling you back into your comfort zone. That's where the discomfort is. And when you realize that's all it is and start getting comfortable with the sensations that you're having in your body, it allows you to step outside of your comfort zone and stay outside your comfort zone so you don't self-sabotage and pull yourself back by this fear of failure. I was raised where it was kind of dangerous to make mistakes and fail. I had this experience where I had to get it right, and I had to get it right the first time. And so when I created 6 figures in 7 months in my first year of coaching, and then proceeded to tank my business, the failure created so much shame and guilt that it literally took me years to get out of it. I just kept perpetuating a cycle of shame and guilt and just failing over and over again because that's where my focus was. I could not get myself out of the cycle, honestly, until I started doing the work that I teach now a few years ago. And once I started doing that and was able to clear the shame and guilt and understand that that was a magic lesson for me, because so many of the things that I experienced are what my clients experienced too. And it allowed me to have a different experience. It allowed me to give myself grace for the first time ever. It allowed me not to have to perform. Like, it's okay to have high standards, but the key is, what are you saying to yourself when you don't meet those standards? And that's what I was experiencing for myself. And I was able to give myself so much more leeway and not getting it right the first time, but understanding I do have high standards. I have a standard of excellence in my business. I want to create excellence. I want other people to thrive and have excellence in their businesses too. But it doesn't have to come at the cost of my own self-esteem and self-belief because I didn't accomplish something I wanted to accomplish, right? And it doesn't mean I give up either. I mean, now I'm able to be guided by my higher self to understand, what do I want to create in my life? And as a result, I create ease and flow, and a lot of money besides. And it's possible for you too. It's time to finally start making the money and create the success you want in your business and call in the money that you deserve. And in this upcoming video, I'm going to share exactly how to do that. So make sure you watch this video. I'm Alaina Schwartz, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.